Ooh la la, how interesting, my gorgeous Geminini, how interesting. Watch what will happen on the 16th, 17th and 18th of September 2020. And do you know why? Because your sacred destiny shall be revealed. Your sacred destiny will be revealed in this period, in this stage, in between the 16th, 17th and the 18th of September 2020. And it's going to be absolutely remarkable, because for once you're gonna have a little surprise, baby. For 2, the whole new door are about to open. For 3, this is all about the inspiration, insight and hope that you are going to have, and it's connected for the dreams. It's connected to your dreams about the future. It's connected to the particular question that you had, but at the same time it's going to be very mysterious, and at the same time 3 particular things that didn't make sense so far will make sense like there is no tomorrow. And above all, the recent change that happened recently, the recent change that you started going towards, that it's actually quite big and it's actually quite significant and it's actually quite powerful. It's also going to make sense when it comes to this particular situation. What else is going to happen? It's to do with the vision that you are going to have at the same time, but it's also to do with an important planning when it comes to your future. And let me just tell you something as well, that these 3 days are also going to be primarily responsible for you getting in contact, getting in touch with someone who is going to literally be playing an important role when it comes to you changing your life forever. And it's gonna be good. And it's going to be really important because, as I said, contact with someone who will dramatically change your life. It's actually going to come out of this situation. Very strong connection in between these 3 days. And also very important outcome, which is going to happen on the last 2 days of September. An important outcome, it's going to take place and it's going to happen in the last 2 days of September. And it's going to be brilliant because, on one hand, you will be kind of like asking yourself and you will be doubting something. You will be doubting like some kind of new option, a new situation, a new opportunity that took place. But then you have to remember, my babies, you have to remember this is a sacred month connected to your sacred destiny, which is going to reveal a big surprise for you. But you have to remember that anything is possible, and this is the energy that is going to be keeping you going. This is the energy that is going to open your eyes, but it's going to enhance you on so many different levels, which means that your projection will be very strong. So you just have to remember to keep on being optimistic. You just have to remember to keep on being positive, and don't block yourself, because there are going to be a couple of instances when you're going to feel like, oh no, I can't do this. Yes, there are a couple of new things that are going to take place, which is just going to require from you to act in a certain way. Just be optimistic and be very, very positive indeed. Although there are going to be uncertainties, but that doesn't matter. And this is why I need you to remember that anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible, because there is an important new project that is actually going to take place this month. An important new project, but I have to stress and mention that your personal power and intellect is at very, very high point throughout this month. So when it comes to problem solving, when it comes to situations that have been keeping you down, and also when it comes to a big doubt, something slowly comes to an end, something is slowly coming to an end, but you will keep on doubting and doubting. So now this energy, it's going to be necessary. It's going to be super important for you to distinguish this, because now most certainly this is all about the changes. Great changes are in store for you, and there will be a quite significant important message that you're actually going to reveal from the 16th, 17th and 18th of September onwards. An important, super important message is going to arrive, and that message is going to be absolutely remarkable, and you will see you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium And this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading. I'm sorry. Sorry. This is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Geminini, my gorgeous Geminis, and it's for September 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful, my unique, my powerful Gemininis, and it's for September 2020. And when it comes to the actual numerology, your number this month is number 107. 107. It's now very important achievement, very important progress is going to take place, but most importantly, it's to do with a really powerful message when it comes to people around you, when it comes to the confirmation about the confusion that it was kind of like pretty much so obvious within the last few months. You've done something, but you were worrying about not only about yourself, but you were worrying about people around you. Bless you. So there is a very important confirmation of the certain safety when it comes to you, and when it comes to the family matters, and when it comes to people around you. Very important confirmation when it comes to the certain safety. And I really like this because also on another hand, you know, there will be an important family matters that is going to come up, and it is going to need your energy. It's going to need your input now more than ever. It may not seem so, but your energy will be super powerful and even more healing than ever before. And you know what else? This number also means that you are going to have an important reward, okay? An important reward from the long, like kind of a stage, you know, that got slowed down at some point and something was blocked, you know, not necessarily down to you, but down to lots of other things that were happening in the world, that were happening around us. This actually had an influence, an impact on many people in many different ways, and many situations, as you can possibly imagine. So there is going to be an important continuation that it's also going to take place. Most certainly, just remember, you will make a certain departure this month. It's to do with the journey, but it's quite important for you to make this journey, because most certainly when it comes to the actual time span, number 14 will be very relevant when it comes to the actual outcome. But most certainly it's to do with an advancement into the unknown, but you will know it's the right thing to do, and it's going to need a little bit of alteration. This is going to awaken the old you, the good you. I'm not saying that you were like bad you right now, but this is going to awaken the right part of you that was sleeping somewhere in the past and waiting for this particular point, which means that spiritually your spiritual journey had to consist of keep on doing certain things in order to reach the certain progress and certain levels. So now the time of balance is going to be absolutely right, and you will feel a very strong connection with your childhood. You will feel a very strong connection with the things in the past, you know, like good things, positive things. Perhaps you will sleep and then you will dream something about your past, about your childhood. However, it is very important to say that this is not just a coincidence. There is an important reflection from the past that you are going to have through your past that is going to help you to get the connection right, and most importantly to bring you an insight, bring you an important insight. And that in itself is going to help you to make a decision with certain ingenuity. I don't know how to talk anymore, with a non-genuine situation, some kind of situation that didn't turn out to be the way you wanted it to turn out. Ingenuine, there you go, ingenuine situation, la la la, hallelujah, with an ingenuine situation. So the actual connection from the past, you know, with the past is going to bring you an insight, and you will know what to do and how to act and how to react with the ingenuine situation that was actually causing you slow time, and it was preventing the certain growth. In particular, when it comes to the hard work, it was affected because of this. So now most certainly you are going to have an important growth from the hard work, and this is all about the progress. It's very important and very positive when it comes to personal safety, financial situations, and it is going to need a little bit of reorganization. It's very important, but most certain results of efforts are nearly due, and this is going to be absolutely everything. Let me tell you, my gorgeous Gemininis, let me tell you that an important successful dealing is also going to take this place this month. And what does that mean? You can take this however you like, my gorgeous Gemininis. An important dealing, it's going to successful dealing, it's going to take place, which means it's going to happen, which is going to be brilliant, and the outcome is going to be remarkable. But on another hand, if you do need to have a certain dealings, if you do need to start some kind of important progresses and processes like that, then this month is going to be remarkable, because the energy is going to be absolutely perfect to deal for the personal dealings and things like that. And also, if you're looking for work, if you're looking for job, or if you're looking to advance yourself in any way when it comes to your career, September it's going to be remarkable, because the energy is going to be on your side. Just go for it, go for it, and go for it. And it's the same for those of you that are retired and those of you that are not working or don't need job, for example. It's just really important, because you know, quite a few things are going to take place, and then it's going to leading towards this particular moment. There will be an important dealing that you are going to have, and after that moment a lot is going to change. It's literally going to change your life, because karmically you have been through a lot in the last 24 months, and now things are going to be rather intense, quite intense, from the actual September until the end of this year, because we are slowly reaching the end of 2020. So now we are just going to slowly catch up with things, but in particular those things that haven't been moving on quick enough, but in particular when it comes to our own passion, because your energy will be very strong, and this is going to be the main driving factor. And this is how you need to use this. Just throw yourself into the actual opportunities and possibilities. If you don't jump in the water, you will never learn how to swim. And this is why this is so important, because even if you feel like, oh, completely tired, oh no, I can't do this, you know, even if you feel like the worst hangover, you know, it doesn't matter, baby, it doesn't matter. What you don't do is just like kind of give it in, you know. No, baby, no, you don't do that. You just throw yourself into all sorts of situations, because the energy is going to be magical, very sacred in many different ways, and all you need to do is just make the first move, make that spiritual knock, which means you just need to begin things, you just need to start things, and you are going to be driven on the wings of the most beautiful and most powerful angel, which is going to help you to do things right, or your spirit guides. You know, it's a very remarkable time indeed. What I was going to say is, just remember that you will hear results of efforts are nearly due, and this is going to be means so much to you, because at the same time it's to do with the swift activity and very important sudden progress and movement, and this is to do with the speed, and it's also going to require from you to make an important decision. You do not wait for October. When you come across an important decision that you need to make, especially after you hear about the sudden progress and movement, go for it, baby, go for it. It's important for you to do it now, very important. On another hand, you know, it's just basically about the actual message, an important message that you are going to receive as well, my gorgeous Gemininis, and this is going to be remarkable, because it is just going to really put a light on so many things that have been worrying you, you know, what you were worrying about in the last 6 or 7 months, you know, about your personal progress, you know, now this is going to put such a nice and beautiful light on it, and you are going to like it, okay? When it comes to the actual health, my gorgeous Gemininis, you just need to make sure that you are basically taking something for stress. I can see that your stress levels are going to be a little bit high indeed, so that's why I need you to take a natural dose of B vitamins, but at the same time this is going to be very beneficial for your stress. But also I see a little bit of stomach and tummy problems, like a little bit of digestion issues, so that's why natural B vitamins are going to be very helpful when it comes to your stress, but also when it comes to your stomach and digestion. So it's a double whammy, you know, in one. On another hand, please try to drink like a nice chamomile tea. It would be fantastic and very beneficial. And also try to get organic aloe vera juice and try to sip it throughout the day. This is going to be quite beneficial, because it's full of nice vitamins and minerals that are very soothing when it comes to your stomach. On another hand, what else I need you to get is something like to boost your immune system. I know I said this millions of times, I'm going to say it again. It's organic acerola cherry powder, 1 little glass of water, 1 teaspoon teaspoon, you drink it, drink it the very first thing in the morning, and organic castor chili powder is going to give you a whopping amount of vitamin C. At the same time, if you can possibly take natural vitamin D and natural zinc, this combination is going to be remarkable to boost your immune system so much. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. So now I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Gemininis. You see, it's very important for you to get this for September and both of October, because a lot is going to be happening. And then on one hand, your third psychic eye is going to be wide open. It's to do with your sacred destiny. It's to do with changes. It's to do with finding out new things about yourself, but it's to do with a brand new focus and how we reflect on it at the same time. A black onyx, it's absolutely remarkable because it's going to protect you against all sorts of negative energies, negative people, negative situations, but at the same time it's going to be brilliant for meditation, grounding, and it's wonderful when it comes to communication, saying the right things and making decisions, because that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be making decisions, and you are, of course, naturally going to feel every now and then like kind of indecisive, but you have to be strong. You have to be strong. Just remember. So therefore, I recommend black onyx for September and October, and try to wear it as much as you can. This beautiful black onyx comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver gorgeous chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel. I have to say this, my gorgeous Gemininis, indeed. The very 1st of September is just like, wow, it's gonna be like pam pam pam, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Raise your vibration, hallelujah, baby Gemininis. It's the 1st of September. It's remarkable because it's going to feel like hallelujah. It's going to feel like a new energy, very bright, very vibrant, very positive, very optimistic, and it's going to give you such a nice shaky momenty indeed. It is going to open your eyes, and it's going to rejuvenate you in the best possible way. The certain annoying issue and problem that was so heavy so far, now at this moment in time, it's going to start feeling really light and nice and easy to deal with. And this is nothing unusual, because the new month is starting, and this is its reflection that it's going to have on you. But in particular, when you have a sacred destiny revealed, sacred moment revealed, sacred confirmation, it usually starts from the very 1st of the month, because what happens is that the whole new door are going to be opening at the same time. So it's the beginning of something very significant. You are gonna feel very daring. So it's the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd of September. These 3 days, my lordy lord, it's gonna feel very daring, and you will do something that is gonna surprise you. You're gonna surprise yourself, and it's to do with you being daring, and that in itself is going to feel like a little bit of an adventure at the same time, because you're gonna find out something quite interesting about yourself. But it's to do with an enthusiasm, and it's to do with a whole new initiative that you are going to have at the same time, because it's about the unlimited possibilities. It's important because on one hand it's your confirmation that you've done things wrong, but on another hand it's to do with like really nice, beautiful, healthy and powerful obsession. I say healthy and powerful obsession is like when we just find ourselves in a certain place after the long journey of maybe certain negativities that were like kind of preventing us to move on. So this is just a gorgeous light at the end of the tunnel at the same time. It is just basically interesting advice that you are going to get through somebody very important in your life, somebody very significant in your life, and somebody who understands you. So this is something to watch for, but at the same time, it's to do with the satisfaction, accomplishment that you are going to have, and you will just feel very social. I'm not saying that you're not social, my lord, but you're just going to start feeling very social, because you will want to connect with people in the 1st of September. You will want to reconnect with people. You will want to meet up with people. You will want to see people who you haven't seen in a long time, but you will also want to thank people that have been in your life, that have been around you, that have been sticking up to you, you know, that have been sticking to you and things like that. So it's just really beautiful, wonderful feeling of emotions that are going to be rather overwhelming, but in the best possible way. It's just like you will want to kind of reward people around you, reward people who have been in your life, who are in your life, who loves you and you love them as well. It's wonderful, it's beautiful. Oh, I can feel all these energies. It's really nice. On another hand, you know, just pay attention on the 1st of September, because something is going to be revealed to you when it comes to deep concentration and study. It's to do with your own reflection, but it's also to do with the respect for knowledge, you know, desire to learn new ideas. At the same time, when you get an important news, this is how you will know how to distinguish the situation. At the same time, when you get an important news at around the 1st of September, this is going to be the time when there will be the learning experience that you're going to need to get hold of, because it's going to be super powerful for you later on. At the same time, you're planting a very spiritual and very powerful seed indeed. I highly suggest you to also get something like a labradorite crystal. Look at this baby. Very important at the time when we are going, like what we are going at the moment. Very important when you are meditating. Very important to get and sleep by way, get it and put it by way you sleep. And also it's quite good to have it in your working area, or in the area where you spend the most of your time in the day. It's going to reflect on you beautifully. On one hand, it's going to protect you, but on another hand, it's going to bring you this magical energy, very positive and very optimistic energy around you, where you're also able to connect to your own spirituality from a much higher level. So therefore you're able to distinguish, you know, those particular things that are flowing through your mind throughout the day. It's like catching important thoughts, you know, at the same time. This gorgeous labradorite crystal you can also get on my website, and the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel. My gorgeous Gemininis, indeed. The second important date is going to happen on the 19th of September, 1909. Now, do you know what? This is really good, because it's all about self-illumination and a little bit of a hermit moment that you are going to have. And I say, and I will always say, when you have a hermit moment, it's just not about you just locking yourself in the room and it's like, oh no, baby, no. No, baby, no. Hermit moment is very powerful, it's very deep, and it's very spiritual, and it helps us to connect and reconnect with ourselves on a whole different level. Therefore, our subconscious mind is able to drift like to such a high places, and on another hand, we are able to get like information that we are not able to get, in particular when it comes to our lives. So it's a self-illumination moment that it's going to keep on pushing you, like a self-denial. What do you need to pay attention to? Something needs to stop. Something needs to stop. Something is slowly coming to an end, you know. It's something that caused you previously like a negativity, something that you caused you previously a little bit of arguments, something that was causing you previously like lots of like a negative and low energy. So now, and it's also now, it's all about the realization, it's about a fantasy and maybe unrealistic attitudes and a little bit of like a daydreams and imagination. So it's important just to move away from it, because it's a rather blunt situation, and that in itself is going to be so good. And this is why I said that it's just all about this, what you're in self-denial about. Something in additional, it's going to take in another 26 days later until you get some really interesting outcome out of this situation. Exactly 26 days later. But it's to do with your desire, determination, and a strong willpower that is going to come out of it, and also the choice that you wouldn't normally have. So this is quite interesting indeed, because it's going to lead towards your accomplishment and important safety, but also very powerful insight, which is going to help you to make certain adjustments and readjustments in your life, in particular when it comes to the spiritual penetration, when it comes to wisdom, when it comes to an important sound judgment and serene knowledge, which is most certainly going to be connected to common sense, but also it's to do with the hidden emotion which is going to come to the surface. But most importantly, it's about making decision and making your life much better, and making your quality of life much better, much healthier, by moving away from things that are kind of keeping us frequently too restrained, and it happens when we karmically come to an end with a certain part and certain stage of our lives. The third important date, my gorgeous Gemininis, it's actually going to be on the 26th of September. Now, the 26th of September, it's an important judgment. It's going to take place, you know. You're going to be very serious here. You're going to be very like something is going to happen, a certain situation, and it's going to make you, God, you know. And it's going to make you, put you in the serious mode, in the serious phase. But then again, you know, and it's also a little bit of anger. Oh, my Lord. So this is a bit of a complex situation, because you're going to need to remember on the 26th of September, whoever pisses you off on the 26th of September, just remember this is part of the karmic cycle, and it's going to end at the end of September, but it's still going to be a bit of like a test that you're going to have. So it's either someone going to piss you off and going to make you angry on this particular day. You need to remember what Sashita said: forgive, and forget. It's important for your own development and progress. It's not about them as such, okay? And also it could be somebody from the past, certain emotions that are going to come through the past, and you're going to feel angry, and this is also going to be the sign for them, just like, oh, I forgive them, you know, like things like that. You just need to level it out when it comes to your energy, when it comes to your projection, and when it comes to your balance, because this is directly going to reflect on you almost immediately. So that's why it's important to say that you need to kind of forgive and forget, but also it's quite significant time of improvement and development and promotion. In particular, this from the 26th of September until the end of that month, it's all about the improvement, development and promotion, and absolutely remarkable, mind-blowing outcome of the past effort, which is going to lead towards a rebirth. This is very powerful, and it's very significant, and it's directly coming from the actual delay. This is going to lead towards a prosperity and well-being, but most certainly towards a much needed security. It was all about more about security than anything else, because this was causing you like kind of unsatisfied desire and a little bit of a struggle for the last 5 months, purely because of the uncertainties that have been caused through this situation, and that in itself reflected on you and brought you lots of emotional confusion. So now slowly that emotional confusion is coming to an end, and just remember, be as active and determined as possible, because the last few days from the 26th of September until the end, the more active you are, the more determined you are, the more you're gonna bring back on you. The more active you are, the better it's going to be. The more active and determined you are, the more you're gonna achieve, and the more you're gonna make. The more creative you are, the more you're gonna get out of that creativity. I don't know how to explain, but this is the way the balance is going to be at the end. So it's wonderful, and it's not only that, but it's also that you're gonna be very highly analytical at this time. So you're gonna need to kind of be very analytical, and you need to trust to yourself, not anybody else but yourself, when it comes to the analytics at the end of the month. Keep certain things to yourself only, just to you, to no one else. On another hand, it's what is going to come through you being very determined and very creative. There is an important idea going to come through this energy. I can't express enough and explain enough how important this is going to be, and the way this is going to unfold, and the way this is going to happen. You know, when you get this idea through you being purely creative and determined as much as you can, it creates a very powerful, strong energy that really goes and travels very far in the best possible way, but it returns to us in a rather optimistic way, and this is the most important thing here indeed. What else I was going to recommend, Gemininis, get something like a dry sage, and also make sure that you kind of smudge your home like in September twice and maybe October twice, and also at the same time you smudge yourself. It's going to help you so much with understanding. It's going to help you to clear your thoughts. It's going to help you to get rid of the negative energy within you, but also around you at the same time. It's just as important, because if we don't do this in our homes, then we just end up being in an environment that is actually beneficial to drain our energy, which is what we don't want. This gorgeous dry sage you can also buy on my website, and the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Gemininis, you're also supporting my channel as well. Okay, so now my gorgeous Gemininis, you see the first part of September is going to bring you two important choices, okay? But in order for you to go for these two important choices, it's also to do with you understanding that your life is about to start changing, and it's to do with your acceptance. Your acceptance is going to be very important, okay? To move on from the certain situation in the past so you can look towards the better future. Also, when it comes to inheritance, you know, or some kind of money that you will get, there is something going to happen with an inheritance. You're going to hear about it, you're going to discuss it, or if you haven't got anybody to leave you an inheritance, if you haven't got a parents or anybody alive, then it also means that you're going to hear a good news about a certain money that you're going to be part of, but this is also connected to the maybe group of people, or you know, it's like connected to other people as well at the same time. But on another hand, in particular when it comes to chaos and confusion that you felt from maybe January this year, now this is going to turn into victory and mental clarity. Something is going to become obvious, but you will also know that you need to pay attention to your intuition. Your intuition is going to let you know, my babies, that you've got more resources than you possibly need in order to do what you want to do. And you will know what I mean, my babies. You will know. The second part of September is going to bring you absolutely mind-blowing recognition, which means that you're going to feel the greatest honor and you're going to find yourself on the right path, and this is going to bring you an amazing confirmation at the same time, which means that if you need to look for a job and things like that to enhance yourself, to advance yourself in any way, this is the great time from mid-September onwards. But it's going to be leading towards an amazing opportunity with unlimited possibilities, you know. And also the way your guru or your spiritual teacher or your spiritual leader is going to be kind of part of your mind, part of your thinking process at the time when you need to make an important judgment. The mid-September is going to bring you an important judgment, and your guru or spiritual leader is going to be directly connected to your thoughts at that moment in time. And with this synchronicity, throughout this synchronicity is going to confirm something for you. It's to do with the generosity, and it's to do with the balance as well at the same time. And it's to do with you removing yourself from the situation where you might have been manipulated a little bit at the same time. Okay, the third part of September, it's also going to bring you to know some kind of stages slowly going to come to an end, but also like through some kind of wishful thinking, you will realize how much you've changed. You will realize that you are going on the next stage. You're going to you're going to become well aware of the fact that the new beginning is coming, but it's also going to require from you to reflect on your life, to reflect on your past, to reflect what you have done in the last couple of months, and there is going to be an important answer that you are going to have on an ongoing problem. It's to do with also being an absolutely very successful when it comes to your professional lives, and very successful when it comes to making the right decisions. You know, when you least expect it at the end of September, something is going to take place, something is going to happen. You know, when you are like maybe having a drink somewhere, or you're just walking on the street, or you're just walking in the forest, or you're just enjoying yourself in the sun, you know, and something is going to happen just out of the blue. It is going to take your attention away from that, but then again, it's just going to give you an incredible idea, and also that idea is going to be absolutely superb, because it's going to answer your question what to do with the delays and the lack of motivation that you've had, and that in itself is going to really turn out to be so nice for you, because it's going to bring you the whole new inspiration and potential. Very important moment when it comes to joy, very important moment when it comes to family, very important moment when it comes to people around you at the end of September, because you're going to feel so proud of yourself, of your achievements, and people are going to be proud of you as well at the same time. Watch for an interesting opportunity that you are going to have at the end of September, my gorgeous Gemininis. An interesting, mind-blowing opportunity. It's so brilliant, because this opportunity is going to be followed by other things as well, and there's certain changes that you're going to need to make, but most certainly you are going to become well aware that you're on the right track and you're on the right journey, and you are most certainly in for very, very interesting changes. Wow. Okay, so now my gorgeous Gemininis, where did I put the cards? Here. Okay, so now my gorgeous Gemininis, I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to happen when it comes to the actual couples. You see, it's 3. There is a very important celebration that you are going to have, you see, and this is a really powerful moment in time, my gorgeous Gemininis, indeed, because it is something that you have been waiting for, it is something that you wanted to do, and it is something that you and your partner are going to benefit from, but there are other people around you who are closely connected to you who are going to benefit from this as well. On one hand, you're going to be able to prove something to yourself, not to your partner as such, but maybe to people around you. This is to do with you and your partner doing the right thing, having the right outcome, getting the right balance, feeling happy, feeling excited, and having a very big reward for the time that you were worrying about, you know, for the time that you were so uncertain about. So it's the great time when it comes to an accomplishment and when it comes to the actual reward. I really have to stress that this is the great time to think for both of you when it comes to you doing things together. This is the great time to focus. This is the great time to plan, but it's not the best time to launch new projects. Not September for both of you. Separately, completely different story. But if you want to launch new projects as together throughout September, no baby, no. You do it in October. September, it's not going to be great, but everything else is just really kind of perfect when it comes to planning, because you will be able to use the power in that particular way. Okay, but also you are going to have an important celebration. You know, you will feel like you want to have a celebration because something really powerful is actually going to happen. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to happen to single Gemininis. Oh, very interesting. You see, it is the process, it is the continuation that is going to take place, that it's going to be more interesting than ever. There is going to be somebody around you, my gorgeous Gemininis, this month, but it's not going to be the right person. But there is something that is going to inspire you. There is something that you are going to learn through this person. So this is for those of you that are single. It's very important because there is a certain person that is going to happen. It's not going to be some kind of love of your life. It's not going to be stranger in the night. You know, no baby, no. But it's about those of you that are single that are actually going to come across this person, and then through this situation you're going to learn something. You're going to realize something. It's going to open your eyes. And once that happens, this is going to put you on the path, on a journey where you're going to meet someone very special. But first of all, this situation needs to happen. It's very deep. It's very spiritual. And it's very mysterious in many different ways, but it's pretty much needed, this experience, which is going to be absolutely life-changing when it comes to you. And you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, my gorgeous Gemininis, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you, my gorgeous babies. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Gemininis. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.